Hey everybody, Jillian here. Welcome to my channel. It's been a while since I've made a video for this space. I just hadn't been feeling creative lately and took a break. So I am feeling creative now, and so I'm back. I'm sharing a little kit that I put together to make a mini book, like a tag book for the month of May. So I want to explain what my idea is for that and then walk you through the items that I pulled and put in this tray. You might notice that it coordinates with the Weeds Wildflowers devotional kit from Illustrated Faith. I don't have that yet, but I know what it looks like. So I shopped my stash and came up with this. So while I unpack it, I'll go ahead and explain to you my idea. So I have about 30 or so manila tags here on this ring that is from the Illustrated Faith shop, and I wanted to create a mini book to hold all of the little bits from the month of May, whether it's a line from a song or a sermon or just something that I read that day, whatever. I want to capture all of that here and then have like a nice chunky little ring of tags to hold it all. This because even though I'm feeling more creative lately, I don't necessarily have the time to sit down and do a whole traveler's notebook spread or a whole Bible journaling page. So I think this will afford me the opportunity to spend just a little bit of time on this, like 3 by 5.5 inch tag to get that creativity out. And I also do want to mention that today, the day that this is going live, is International Scrapbook Day, and there is so much fun stuff happening over at the Illustrated Faith feed on Instagram, so I hope you'll go over and check that out. And if you're watching this after Saturday, May 1st, I believe that content is going to be saved, so you can always go back and watch it later. Lots of fun techniques and time with the creative team and really cool prizes, so I hope you guys will check that out at Illustrated Faith over on Instagram. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and show you what's in here. Let's start with washi tape. Like I mentioned, I had an idea of the colors for the Weeds Wildflowers kit, so I grabbed this really old washi tape from Studio Calico with a bunch of numbers on it in that like orangey red color, and then a couple washis from the Illustrated Faith shop. My favorite is this black ray washi tape. It's such a great neutral. I'm almost out of it. I'm going to be sad when that goes. And then the Ray Washi in Forest, which is this nice, pretty deep green. So those will be fun to use. I'm looking forward to like this different color scheme. I grabbed this acrylic gloss spray from Dina Wakley in the color Olive because I just love that pop of chartreuse with this darker green and this orangey red. I don't plan on getting like super painterly or messy with this tag book, but thought I could do something with this and a stencil maybe. Speaking of stencils, I've got some Print and Pray sneaks under here, so I'm just gonna move those out of the way. I grabbed the Hive stencil from the Illustrated Faith shop, and then this older number stencil from Illustrated Faith. There are similar ones to this over on scrapbook.com, I think, and then even Allie Brown has this in her Etsy shop, I think, maybe. So I'll link both of those if you guys want to check them out. This little bag is one of my favorite things, so I'm going to save that for last. I have here just some other little bits that I plan on putting in the tag book. Like an older, 3x4 card in those kit colors. A little pocket here that would be so fun for like slipping something in there. Whoops, coming apart there. Super old from Studio Calico. And then I noticed that the Magical Forest collection from Crate Paper, which released last year, the year before, went really well, I think, with the Weeds Wildflowers colors. So I cut down a couple of those patterned papers into 3x4 size to put those on that ring. I have just a little super old Crate Paper, like bronze-ish clip here, just a fun little embellishment. And then some bits from the Illustrated Faith shop, like this gorgeous printable from my friend Vanessa in her latest Print and Pray set. And then a couple of these gorgeous cards from Tamara Arcelia's The Secret Garden like card collection. So I went through those and then grabbed these for the colors and then also for their size. They're going to be great next to the tags, kind of like in the booklet here. Here's a gal with wildflowers bandaged to her arm. Thought that was pretty. And then this really pretty forest with greenery around it. And then the reverse could work, or I could always cover it up, but I really like these. For embellishments, I grabbed these super old enamel stickers, but I thought that this would be like a fun, different texture. I would probably only use like these mint greenish ones, and then maybe this big red one down at the bottom. These sienna stickers from the Illustrated Faith shop are really fun. I love the more muted colors. So we've got that darker green, some mint, the like peachy pink, this like golden color. So I grabbed a couple of sheets of those and some banner flags. Some ribbon, this isn't ribbon, yarn, it's not yarn, fabric to maybe put on the ring or somewhere on one of the tags. For stickers, I have just a variety of alpha stickers here in different colors. So some greens, a mustard, and then I have a craft alpha sticker from A Beautiful Mess. So super old, since they don't make paper crafting products with Studio Calico anymore. Like I mentioned, I shopped my stash. So half of it's old, I think. I'd say about half is old and half is current-ish. I love these tags from Ellie Edwards just as a journaling spot. So you've got that reddish orange and then the mustard and maybe a little pink here. These will be really fun to like run through the typewriter and then put like hanging off the edge on my tag. This set from Heidi Swap is called Old School, and it had some elements that I thought I could use. The colors I think will work well. Like for instance, I love these tropical leaves down here. The Weeds and Wildflowers kit is beautiful, but I live in a subtropic climate, so these I thought would be really fun for customizing my little mini book. And then I love these chevrons, little arrows thing, these little arrows, so I thought a couple of these colors would work well. And then just some other stickers that may or may not work, we'll see. I recently remembered that I purchased this and then I didn't really use it, so I want to use a little bit of it. I grabbed some stamps. Let me see if I can find a piece of paper. Here we go. Some of these stamps are from Illustrated Faith, and then some of them are from my scrapbook stash, so I'll go ahead and zoom in so you can see a little bit better here. This one, they're both from Kelly Perky. They're no longer available, but I really like the elements included. Specifically this one for the journaling lines. I thought that would be really cool, like stamped onto a tag, as much of it as I can fit. And that would be a good spot for maybe a little bit of journaling. This one's also from Kelly Perky, and I love this little spot. It says blank is for blank, and there's a little line there, so I can customize that. And then there's a letters, so I can fill that in, but I could always use like an alpha sticker or something there. So this is nice and versatile. It can be used for scrapbooking, Bible journaling, whatever. And then the last non-IF stamp is this one from Ellie Edwards. This is an older story stamp, and I love this little square that says love this, heart this. Hearts are always good and basic, so I thought that was a no-brainer to grab. And then Illustrated Faith-wise, I have the Word Nerd stamp. You can't even see this on camera. It's so stained, but I love the stamp set so much. I use it a lot, obviously, so I thought I could, maybe fit a few sentiments on some of my tags. There are butterflies in the Weeds and Wildflowers kit, so I thought maybe, one of these stamps would be fun, like off the edge of a tag, or, just kind of layered behind something. Maybe even stamped on patterned paper. That would be really pretty. And then for an alpha stamp, that's almost like a prerequisite for any project, right? These are the Beloved alpha stamps. I don't know if that's what they're called. They were in the Beloved devotional kit from February. I'll have all of these guys linked down in the video description below if you want to, if they're still available, if you want to check them out. For printables, I just threw those in the bottom here. I have some of the digitals from the Weeds and Wildflower devotional kit, along with some of Brianna Showalter's Field Notes on Freedom printables. I don't intend to use these necessarily with the kit, but I like to conserve sticker paper, and so I just printed them together. This page of, let me zoom back out. This page of printables from Shauna Klingerman's set Stubborn Hope was from March, but I loved the like vintage looking Western Union telegram thing here, and this ledger paper, this vintage-ish postcard. I thought that would be fun to cut that up and put them in here. Plenty of space for journaling. And then another sheet where I conserved sticker paper. I have bits from Vanessa Walker's latest print and pray set. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it coordinates with the Weeds and Wildflower kit, and so I have big plans for these printables. Very much looking forward to using those. And then my favorite are these little bits. I got a sewing machine for Christmas, but I haven't set it up. I'm really kind of intimidated, honestly, to do that. But I think for this project it would be so fun to have like these little bits sewn in my mini book. So I might get my act together, we'll see. So this is a jewelry bag. I store teeny tiny bits in here sometimes. And so I just looked through different pieces of ephemera that I had, and some print and pray things that I had cut out, and kind of assembled all this older kit pieces. Like these journaling spots are from the Big Story devotional kit that came out last summer. I thought that would be a nice and different size to include in here. And then also I have these fabric triangles from the Big Story kit. So I just pulled out the triangles in coordinating colors that I knew would work. So that like Ray Washi pattern is on the triangle, so that'll be nice and cohesive. I pulled the mustard and then the pink. When we got these in the kit, there were just so many of them, so I have so many left. So I think it would be super cute to have these like sewn down one of the tags. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Like I mentioned, that Magical Forest collection from Crepe Paper coordinates really well with the kit, so I pulled some of the ephemera pieces from there, like this little copper frame, and just some little bits like Good Life, things that I thought were like neutral enough that I could pull from to make these tags even cuter. Grow Like a Wildflower. How perfect is that? Again, with that like copper foiling. Some addition practice. Again, Grow Like a Wildflower. I can use that in a couple of places and, you know, create some cohesion. A little copper foil heart. Little label. A tab from Shauna Klingerman's upcoming print and pray set. And then just some Maggie Holmes for Crepe Paper pieces. I thought that these prayer prints from Elaine Davis that are in the Illustrated Faith shop would be perfect. This gal has some wildflowers behind her ears, these little flowers, and then this gal with butterflies and braids in her hair. Adorable. These pieces are kind of in coordinating colors. These are from Studio Calico, from like an old kit or something from Life Love Paper, I think. I love her. So just some little bits there. Some more tabs from Shauna. Old Christmas tabs from Shauna Noel and Dayspring. More tabs. Lots of tabs. Thankful. It's always good to document our gratitude, right? These bits came from like a vintage paper pack that I picked up on Etsy and that I haven't used since I bought it multiple years ago, so I thought it would be probably a good idea to use some of those. So really looking forward to challenging myself in this way, trying something different. This is how I plan to work through the devotional kit instead of creating in my Bible or in the TN or whatever. I think it would be fun to just take like whatever stands out to me and note it on my little tag for that day. So I'll share a flip through here once I'm done at the end of the month, and then maybe I'll share a couple process videos as I'm creating a tag. Let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. It would be pretty quick because that's the whole point, so not like a long involved project. But I don't know. I like watching quick things. I know that that's not most people's favorite in this space, but I don't know. Anyway, So if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll go ahead and link the Weeds and Wildflowers devotional kit if that's something you want to check out. I assembled a kit like this when I worked on my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John Traveler's Notebook, and that was really helpful just to have one spot where I was like, okay, I want to spend some time working on this, and pretty much I had everything at my fingertips. I didn't need to like go and look for supplies each time, so I can pull from here, know that everything is going to work together to create something cumulatively beautiful. As I'm talking, I'm remembering there's one other thing that I wanted to grab, and it is the acetate florals from Brianna Showalter, the Field Guide florals, and then since I don't have the Weeds and Wildflowers kit, I remember there were some, here they are, some other acetate pieces. I think Brenda Weaver did these. I'm not sure which artist did these last year. No, 2 years ago for Illustrated Faith. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these. It looks like a hairy mess on camera in here from this angle. It's not. They're really pretty florals, if you can see that. Nope, that's not visible. Super pretty. So that'll be a nice stand-in until I can get the kit. And then let's paper, I'm sorry for the noise. Okay, so let's look through here really quick and see if there's anything from Brianna's acetate florals that will work. I don't really want the purples. As pretty as they are, I don't think that they're going to work. My favorites are the florals with like the washi on the bottom. You can't see that. There you go. Alright, that's a good mix. That is plenty. Alright, so really, now for real, I'm done. That's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Don't forget to check out all of the International Scrapbooking Day festivities happening over on Illustrated Faith's Instagram. I'm headed over there myself shortly. And if you're watching later, you can always go back and jump in and participate. It's gonna be a great time. Alright, see you soon. Bye.